your passion and belief. Well, since 1999, we have partnered and nurtured more business relationships than any other company. Helping entrepreneurs explore new businesses is not just what we believe in, it has always been who we are. Since Gaurav packed his bags and left off in search of the extraordinary, we have opened and put more businesses on a growth path than anybody else. And the best thing about growth is that it never stops knocking on the doors of successful people. Successful people who are always looking for the right opportunity. We all get a moment with that opportunity. And right now, somewhere around you, right here, there is an opportunity waiting just for you. An opportunity that could lead you on your path for the rest of your life. As franchise Indians every day, everything we do is creating an opportunity for you. Because your growth is our business.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Today's brand is Get Gorgeous Beauty Bar. Get Gorgeous Beauty Bar offers a range of beauty and beauty need solutions like nail, lashes, and hair services, from a quick express service to indulgent pamper. Get Gorgeous is known for providing high quality and affordable services. They already have been running 2 stores successfully in Bangalore, and they now have plan to expand across South India. To talk more about this brand and the business opportunity, today we have Morji Abraham, the founder of this brand, and we also have Mr. Senior Consultant, Mr. Ashok Kumar, who will help us understand the financials and the business model. But before we start the presentation and share the brand details, I would like to inform you that the viewers will also have an opportunity to ask their queries about the brand and the business opportunity. I would request you to please keep on posting your queries to the Q&A box to make this session more interactive. We will take up all your queries post the brand presentation. Now, I would request Maud to come forward and introduce yourself and talk about a little bit of, about the brand, please.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Moore Abraham. I'm from Bangalore, lived in Bangalore my whole life. I started Get Gorgeous about 9 years ago when I was 27. And the first 1.5 years was spent building it as a B2B. So we were a supplier in Bangalore for nail enhancements. And then I realized there was a gap in the market. And so that's why I started doing nails actually at home with a small clientele, and seeing how keen clients were to get their nails done by me, I decided to go to Singapore and do a nail certification program over 3 months. And once I returned, instead of working from home, I opened a little studio out of my father's office. And it was a small setup, and that's how I grew my clientele. And once I couldn't handle so many clients by myself, I decided to open shop on Lavelle Road, just a 600 square feet space, and with about 3 staff. So it was us doing nails all together collectively. I'm still quite hands-on with my business. And within that 1 year, we saw that our clientele list was increasing. So we added another 700 square feet on. Luckily, the building had available retail space for us. So we took that space up as well. And we had 2 floors that we were operating out of on Lavelle Road, right in the heart of the city in prime location. And after that year, we opened Jayanagar, another store, and that was about 1,500 square feet. So business was doing really well then, and our clientele was still quite bustling. So we decided to completely upscale into a bigger store in the same building, 2,500 square feet, which is now our flagship store on Lavelle Road. We're very purposeful, practical setup. That's why we call ourselves Get Gorgeous Beauty Bar. So we range from express services to luxury pampering sessions, so it's pick and choose as the customer likes. And we like to call ourselves economics, because our target customers range anywhere from 16 to 55 or even older. So that's basically Get Gorgeous in a nutshell. We really came into the market to bridge the gap in the nails category. Our USP is nails. Since I am trained in nails, we do a lot of 3D nail art, a lot of cool stuff that is very different to what is available in Bangalore at the moment. I can quite um, proudly say that we are the best in the nail market in Bangalore. In fact, when I was a B2B provider, we were doing nail trainings for a lot of businesses in Bangalore. So whether it be Mirrors and Within, Bodycraft, or even Peaches and even Bounce, we did a lot of trainings for them as well. So seeing the big gap, that's why we converted to a B2C setup. And it's been 9 years. We do hair, nails, lashes, lash lifts, something again that is not very available in Bangalore. So Gigi does lash lifts and brow tinting, which is a great service, quick, and gives great results, and customers are very happy with that. I think these are like our focus key services. Apart from that, we do our sugar therapy, facials, and even your classic, beauty services as well. And I'd say our signature services would really be acrylic extensions, nail art, lash enhancements, and our luxury our luxury hair category, which is Nashi. We've always carried them, and they do really well in our business plan, because it is perfectly priced in terms of luxury, but it's also very good in terms of chemical free, a lot of that stuff. So we like to incorporate things that customers at this day and age want, and that's what I think makes us very different. We currently have 2 stores in Bangalore. We're looking to expand. We also did work out of WeWork for a bit, for about a year and a bit. We had two setups, and over time we converted that into pop-ups all over the city, as and when they liked to partner with us. So that's basically Get Gorgeous for you. I think I'm going to hand over to Mr. Ashok to continue the presentation.
Thank you, Maud. I think you have a very very good experience. You carry a lot of industry knowledge, because you have already explored international markets. You have been flying to Singapore, Australia. So you have evaluated and you have identified the gap in the industry to introduce this brand. So guys, we will run through a quick presentation. And so that will define basically the opportunity for the franchisees. So I'll share my screen. So again, as Maud suggested, that Get Gorgeous is a beauty bar. They got it. That's a name that she has given to this brand, right? Now let's have a look at, so this presentation has 3 sections. First section is about the brand, much more in detail. Second section is basically all about the industry dynamics and landscape. And third section is about the franchisee proposal for the investors. So I think Get Gorgeous is I think Maud has already explained, because how she has started this journey. So while back in 2016, she has started this journey, after traveling international locations in Bangalore. And in since 2016, she has further expanded into 2 more stores, right? So that's, if you look at the overall industry has a high potential for the growth. And similarly, but she also has the limitation in terms of the team bandwidth, and so that to scale this brand, because demand is high, but the supply shortage that she is facing because his clientele is increasing day by day. So she need basically helping hands, and franchisee partners to service their clients, not only in Bangalore, but in the entire South Indian markets. So this is again a history about Maud. So she has graduated from RMIT, Australia. She is a textile and fashion graduate, and this is her own journey. So this is, she has gained the knowledge, she has explored the international markets and domestic markets, and then she has started this journey, this business. If you look at the brand journey starts, usually they come from some industrial backgrounds. People don't have the much understanding, or people come from the entrepreneurship background, so they don't have any much experience of the industry. They start working on that, so they don't have the practical aspect, practical knowledge of the business, right? So the advantage here that Smart bring to this business, because she knows how to set up the business and how to operate the business and how to manage the business, because she is for the past 8-9 years she is in the business, so she knows every microeconomic of the business, right? So knowing that knowledge, just developing that capability, now she wants to to standardize that uniform standards, and bring franchisee partners to help basically get Gorgeous to scale this business across the country. Again, if you talk about the brand, so Gorgeous, our vision is very clear. We want to extend our extreme salon services and experience to the consumer across the country, right? And the objective is just very simple. We want to basically elevate the experience for the customers, right? And for that this vision to achieve this, this is not possible like as an independent organization, stand alone, but we need franchisee partners to contribute in gain, right? So they need to put efforts to manage the business, and they will get a early mover advantage in the industry, because they don't have much competition in the market as of now. Right. This is some of the price points for our services. So typically it ranges, from 150 rupees, and it goes up to 10,000, 12,000 kind of packages for the end consumer. Right. Then if you talk about the brand USPs, so yes, skilled professionals, continuous learning. So for any business, if you want to sustain in the business, if you want to stay in for the longer run in the business, that means basically you have to be future ready, and you have to change ready. So you need to bring innovation and continuous learning in the business to stay for a longer period. Personal attention. So if you look at the focus of the services are basically more customer centric. So we provide personal services, customized services to the customers, in high quality and premium high quality products that company use. So they don't compromise on quality of service and quality of products, right? And that's basically gives us a high satisfaction in terms of customer servicing, and we are creating a luxury environment for our customers, so they are basically more engaged with us, right? So for franchisee partners, all of this basically how to create a the customer engagement programs, customer loyalty programs, that kind of experience, how you can deliver that experience. So these specialty and expertise Get Gorgeous team they will bring on table for the franchisee partners, and they will be fully trained by their teams. Right. If you look at our training, so yes, of course, basically their team, their aim is to producing elite professionals ready to cater, relevant and high in demand. So this is, if you look at their training services they provide to their staff. So they are creating a world-class skill for the professionals to deliver that service to the end consumer. Right now, why partner with GetGoGS? So they are, if you look at not only the GetGoGS or any brand that you know that you associate with, or if you want to looking for a acquire a franchisee for any partner, there are 3-4 parameters that you need to always evaluate, and then take a call. Okay, that is the right brand for you, and that is the right sector for you. So first of all, uh, scalability of the business model. To evaluate the scalability of the business model, you need to understand the credibility of the business, and then we need to evaluate the market. So if you have the higher demand in the market and you have a scalable business model, that means you have a higher chances of success. Third thing is basically you need to look at the kind of support that you are going to get from the brand. So support in terms of branding, in terms of marketing support, in terms of customer acquisition support, training support, even your product supply chain support. So if you have all these supports, based on that, you judge a brand, right? Then you go for acquisition of that brand. Okay, yes, this is the right brand for us, and I can run that business in my city or location. So if you talk about GetGoGS, so if you look at the market size in terms of demand, yes, there is a higher demand, and in terms of supply, because we have a shortage of supply, because quality of service. Right? In terms of credibility and the support that brand is bringing for the franchisee partners, because they have already doing this business for more than 7 years, and so they have developed the capabilities, they have developed their training modules, they have and client servicing guidelines they have, and plus they also invest in continuous R&D. So that is the upside in the business for GetGoGS. And they have they themselves have first scaled that business through the client journey. So that gives basically it is a tried and tested business model, and it is a highly scalable business model. Now let's have a look at the market size. If you look at the Indian salon industry, so this industry is around close to $12 billion market, and this is expected to be around $23 billion market in the next 10 years. So that means this market is going to double in the next 10 years. But to service this demand, we need partners, who can service this demand. That means your market is going to be double. So that is and this is all new demand that is being projected. There's also because customer who are getting service through other brands, they are taking services. So there is a shift from the existing customer base to the branded products, to the superior quality of services. So that is going to be the additional demand to service, right? So in terms of market, yes, it has a huge potential. Now, if you look at the nail grooming market, in nail grooming market, there are not much competition. There are not many players in the market. There are very limited players. And so this is a kind of niche market. Plus GetGoGS is coming from a specialized services they have perfected in this segment. So again, this is a more than $1 billion market, and is expected to be around $1.5 billion in the next 10 years. Right. So this again suggests that market has the higher demand. Right. Now, so these are the most viral nail trends in India, if you look at. So this is like long nails, more than 11 million views. French tips, more than 9 million views. So if you look at like short nails, more than 6 million views. And Almond Space, more than 4 million views. Square Shape, more than 3 million space, views. And similarly, and so on. If you look at, so these are the views. If you look at minimum of close to 1 million and it goes up to 11, 12 million views on the various social media platforms. So that shows basically the increasing demand for our services. Right. Now, if you look at the driving force behind the beauty and wellness industry, of course, if you look especially after COVID, the personal care, wellness has increase in the market. So people are more focused on the quality of service, quality of the products, and people are willing to invest, to spend more money on quality of service and quality products. So they don't compromise on quality and service qualities. Right. Now, why salon franchising? Yes, of course, because in this business, because you are in a service industry, and service industry is always have a higher margin in the business because your cost of service is very low. Evolving beauty and wellness industry, of course, because if you look at trend, especially in the last 2 decades, it has shown a significant change in consumer behavior and consumer buying patterns. So that's again suggests it's a significant market. The recession resistance in the business again is high. If you look at the growing middle class income and spending power is increasing. One more element here is very, very important for this salon industry. If you look at the women workforce participation in the industry. So India has around 22% women workforce participation. That workforce participation in the next 10 years is going to increase. So we expect if we are looking at like India as a as a superpower or a $10 trillion economy in the next 10-15 years, so that suggests basically the 40% of the 40 to 50% workforce participation will come from women, right? So as your workforce participation in the economy goes up, that means the requirement for salon services and beauty services is going to increase. So now, what is the franchisee proposal for our investors here? So we are looking for franchisee owned, franchisee operated partners. So basically franchisee, they need to select the location, they need to bring the pre-feasibility of the location, and the location valuation will be done by the Get Gorgeous team, and then you will get the approval for that location, that is the suitable market for us or not. Plus you should have the area space required, that is around 800 to 1000 square feet. And if you look at the preferred locations, first we will prefer metro cities, and the services, if you look at market trends, these services are also in high demand even in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. In tier 2 and tier 3 cities, if you look at, there basically the higher shortage of supply of these kind of services. They don't have choice. People travel 100 kilometers, 150 kilometers to get these kind of services. Yes, of course, the franchisee partner, they need to bring local compliances, and the location has to be commercial location. We don't suggest our franchisee partner to get any residential location. Otherwise you may have some challenges in terms of operating from that location. Right. The services that you are going to offer from your outlet, yes, nail services, beauty services, and the product sales. So my franchisee will have 3 revenue streams, right? So 2 are service based, and third one is your product sales. In service, you have a higher margins. In product sale also, it gives you some impulse revenue, but you don't have the higher margin, but it helps you to service your customer and also attract more customers. Now, so the target customers, if you look at, so of course, we are looking for all three sets of category. One is your individuals. So women and men wanting to have access to the better, the beauty services. That is our target segment. Plus, if you look at event centric, so wedding, celebrations, corporate events. So these again are our targeted customers. High net worth individuals and people who have the basically the capacity to spend on luxury buying or better beauty services. Right. The preferred locations, yes, we will prefer your commercial markets, high street markets, malls. So these are the high footfall areas that we prefer. We also prefer like tourist places. So where are the tourist hub, this service has a higher demand. So some of the territory terms and conditions, yes. So one franchisee, they can service a radius of 2 to 3 kilometers. So we will not target any other franchisee in the radius of 3 kilometers from one franchisee location. Online booking automatically tags near location. So the company is going to support franchisees. So whatever the inquiries or online queries we get, these will be mapped to the nearest franchisee location. The agreement period for the franchisee is going to be 5 years, and after 5 years the contract will be renewed based on the mutual consent of the both parties and their relationship. Right. CCTV camera access at all, yes. So this is going to be because secured environment, safe environment. So brand wants franchisee partners to share their CCTV access um, on real-time basis. The product that you sell in your outlet, basically 100% will be sourced from Get Gorgeous. So the franchisee partners, they are not allowed to buy products from outside to maintain superior quality of the service and the quality of the products. We support our franchisee if any franchisee partner, they try to buy these products from the local market. First of all, they cannot maintain the quality. Second thing, the price point. So the brand help you to get a better margin on the product as well. Your store design, so store design guidelines will be provided by the Get Gorgeous team, and then the store setup will be done by the franchisee partner. He has to set up the store, and then he has to operate the store. Ideal partner profile. So there is no such a kind of thing like a ideal partner profile. Anyone can start this business, but he should have a business mindset, customer service mindset. So it can be individual, it can be the entrepreneurs, it can be like women entrepreneurs. And somebody is new to this business, even they can start this business, but they should have enough time to invest in the business because they need to operate the store, and plus they should have a sufficient bandwidth to invest in the business. So these are the two primary criteria for our franchisee partners. Now, if you look at our rollout plan, so we are not limited to South India markets only, but our first focus on the metro cities in southern region. So where Bangalore, Kochi, Coimbatore, Chennai, and Hyderabad. So these are our first 6 cities where we want to focus first. But we are not limited. Even in the tier 1 cities from southern India, if you have the requirement, if we have the investor query, we can attend those as well, right? But our long-term plan is pan-India expansion. But first focus we want to put on southern market, where we want to develop, create brand awareness and create a cluster where we have better service and quality. Then we will move to the other part of the countries. And what partner gets here? Of course, partner will get a brand, partner will get a trade license, inventory services, they will get standard SOPs, marketing support they will get, training programs. So Get Gorgeous team, for first time, at the time of acquisition, Get Gorgeous team, they are going to provide your staff full training that is free of cost as a part of franchisee fee, right? After program, subsequent trainings, if you conduct across the, like after 1 year or 2 years, so those are going to be the paid basis, but one time is a free training program for you. And ongoing support in terms of the daily operations, marketing support, the training support, product support, new service that we introduce. So you will be provided consistent support from the brand team. They will have a continuous the review, audit of your location, visit to your location, and advise to deliver better services and better business, right? Some of these we have social media links for the audience, so we will share this presentation with our marketing teams and brand servicing teams, and the investors will get a copy of this presentation so they can go through this entire presentation themselves, right? So with this, I will end the presentation. Now I will also give a little bit brief about the unit economics. So for investors, if they are interested, then what kind of investment it is required and what kind of money they can make also, because that is the best, the most interesting part for the investors. Ultimately, how much I am going to invest and how much I am going to earn. So that is the, for any investor, that is the key. So let me share my screen again.
Okay, meanwhile, all the viewers, in case if you will have any question, anything that you would like to ask, you please put it in the Q&A box and we will take up those questions.
Okay. So now the area requirement that we have discussed, like 800 to 1,000 square feet. So what we are saying here, we have created a simple business model based on our current performance. And we have considered 50% of our current performance that we are doing on our outlets. Here we have considered that if we come on a new location, that means we can achieve at least 50% of our current positions. Okay. So 800 square feet is the area requirement. One time non-refundable franchisee fee is 7 lakh rupees. If you look at the initial fit out and setup cost, is going to be around 20 lakh rupees or 2,500 rupees per square feet. Salon chairs, mani pedi spa, and reception furniture, charts, trolleys that we require. So that is the investment again at 8 lakh rupees at 1,000 rupees per square feet. You can calculate. Other equipments is around 7 lakh rupees. Then your audio visual display and POS and IT equipments, again around 2.5 lakh rupees. Pre-launch marketing budget is around 1.5 lakh rupees and 20,000 rupees towards your local licenses. So you require like GST license, trade license, shop establishment license. So that is around 20,000 rupees. So if you look at your total investment, including franchisee fee, is 46 lakh rupees. Now the staff you require a team of at least 10 to 12 people, right? And your monthly salary is going to be around 2,38,000. Now let's have a look at the revenue. So revenue, you are going to have, two different revenue stream. One is from service and second one is from product sales. So revenue that we are looking in the first year, we are saying like 1 crore. That translates to like 8.6 lakh rupees per month. And it goes up to 18 lakh rupees per month in the year 5. Product sales, we are saying like 6 lakh rupees for the year. So that means like 52,000 rupees per month kind of sales from product. It does not have much impact on the business. And it goes up to like 98,000 rupees per month. Right? Now let's have a P&L, look at the P&L statement. So the revenues from both streams, we are saying around 1 crore, 1.1 crore, and goes up to 2.3 crores. Here, the franchisee has to pay 18% GST, right? So after GST, your net revenues are 90 lakh rupees and goes up to 1 crore 95 lakh. So that gives you 30,000 rupees revenue per day and goes up to 65,000 rupees per day in the year 5. A royalty to the brand, first year, brand is supporting the franchisee partner because in the initial stage, it takes little bit of time to to acquire customers, to create that kind of footfall. So brand is supporting franchisee, so they are giving 2% royalty discount for the first year. So they want basically to make their franchisee successful in the first year itself. And then second year onward, basically company is going to charge 8% royalty. So that royalty is being charged only on your service revenues. Company doesn't charge any royalty on the product. Your employee cost, if you look at, it's a 28 lakh rupees plus 2 lakh rupees in terms of incentives for the team, and goes up to around 42 lakh rupees in the year 5. Your cost of consumables for your service delivery is around 15%, and your cost for the product sale is around 85%. So here my franchisee gets 15% profit margin on the product sales. Now rental, if you look at, so we are looking at like 2 lakh rupees per month kind of rent. So that translates to like 24 lakh rupees. Other operating and admin expenses around 80,000 rupees per month. So that is around 9.6 lakh rupees. Insurance for your outlet is a very tiny investment. It's like 7,500 rupees. And then other miscellaneous expenses we have considered is around 15,000 rupees per month. So that's basically around 1.8 lakh rupees for the year. Marketing expenses. So for BTL activities, there's a 2% marketing fund. We have kept the provision and 1% for ATL marketing. So if you look at my total expense for the year, around 96 lakh rupees. So my franchisee makes a profit of 13 lakh rupees in the first year itself. Second year, his profit is 39 lakh rupees. So if you look at the investment by the franchisee is 46 lakh rupees. So that means within less than 2 years, my franchisee will recover their entire investment they have invested in the business. Yes. So that reflects here. That's around 22 months, my franchisee will break even. Now, if you look at my monthly take home for the franchisee partner, so for the first year, his take home monthly is around 1 lakh rupee, more than one. Second year is more than 3 lakh rupees, and it goes up to 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, and more than 7 lakh rupees per month in the year 5. So I think with this, I will end the presentation, and Bharat, over to you for the investor questions.
Right. Thank you so much, Ashok sir, for the detailed explanation of everything. You probably have covered everything, every aspects of this business. To the viewers, Get Gorgeous Beauty Bar provides a unique opportunity for aspiring business owners to join a thriving industry with a proven business model and comprehensive support. Whether you are an investor, entrepreneur, or beauty industry enthusiast, partnering with Get Gorgeous ensures access to a brand that values quality, consistency, and growth, while offering the chance to make beauty service more accessible across India. I mean, it's really a very good opportunity for every one of you who want to get into this business. And it's really going to give you better returns, right? I think that's it, Ashokji, right? Probably you have covered each and everything very clearly, right? However, I would request everyone to please, in case if you want to get in touch with our team, with the brand itself, then you please contact us. Our hotline number 9717683838, or you can write to us at feedback@franchise they are taught in. So hope the session was very informative, right? You got to know everything, right from the uh, the founders, shared the ideas and also the business model. So hopefully you all can connect to us. I mean, the numbers has already been provided in the chat box, or I'll be doing this, and you can get in touch with us on those numbers. Before we end the session, Maud, would you like to, address to the audience and a few lines uh, for the investors?
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into our webinar for today. Hopefully, we've answered any questions you had over the course of the presentation with Mr. Ashok and I. We look forward to having people come and approach us in terms of investing with our brand. It's definitely a brand that has scope to grow, and support will always be given by my brand, because this is a baby to me. This Get Gorgeous is my my firstborn, I'd like to say, and it's a business that has grown with me. We started, like I said, 3 staff plus me, and now we're a team of 30. So it's just if you have the interest to open a business and definitely have the operational management that can back it, I think this will be a great investment for you.
Right, thanks so much. And Sanjay Kumar has messaged in the Q&A box that it was a clear presentation. However, we have the presentation shared across. All right, of course, we will share the presentation. Not only the presentation, but we would love to have a discussion in length with you, right? So that we both can be on the same page. So I would rather request you to please get in touch with our call center number, and let's have a discussion in length about every aspects of this business. That will be a better idea, I guess. So that's it for the day. Maud, thank you so much. Ashwinji, thank you so much for being available for this webinar and sharing the details absolutely crystal clear for all the investors. So that's it for the day. Maud, thank you so much for joining us to this webinar. And Ashwinji, thanks so much for explaining everything very clearly. That's it. Thanks so much, everyone.